you're filleting a fish, use a very flexible, sharp knife, because let the knife do the work. And a brew like this actually comes with its own instructions, because all you have to do is follow the lines. So we start from the head, and come in, cut round the head, and then just one clean sweep down that line, and just go all the way down to the tail. And look what happens. The knife actually cuts away the fillet. Every drawer should have these 4 very simple, straightforward knives. The filleting knife that does the work for you. That's a flexible blade that... Oh, man. Very flexible, sharp knife.
And the thing I'm referring to is when Peter Hitchens said about the rapes that had occurred in Oxford, that obviously the fact that these were Muslims was important, because if you engage in a discourse where you think of other people as infidel and think of other people as lesser, that makes you more likely to be a rapist. That's why Muslims are more likely to be rapists. Exactly what you said.
Where? When?
2013. Look it up. You wrote it. Google it.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't.
Okay.
You got the wrong person.
Problem is that this is. I mean, obviously, I did my research before the rape. That's just moronic to say that I didn't. Check it yourself. You should remember what you write, especially when it's that offensive.
You should get a new search engine.
The reason is that this also leads to harm, right? The reason why this discourse is so instrumental in perpetuating violence is obvious. Because apartheid doesn't make any sense if people aren't engaged in a discourse of racism. It would collapse under its own ridiculousness. It has to be buttressed by that discourse. Homophobic attacks make no sense without a discourse that legitimizes homophobia, without playing into that discourse and being part of that conversation. Transphobic attacks make no, and all of the trans women and trans men who die in this country and other countries makes no sense without the discourse that Brendan O'Neill specifically perpetuates when he refuses to recognise their chosen gender identity. Islamophobic attacks in the UK make absolutely no sense without a discourse of Islamophobia, without the discourse that Peter Hitchens himself perpetuates. Peter Hitchens, when you write that a discourse of Islam is what causes Muslim men to rape, you are engaged in a discourse of censorship. You are saying that the discourse of Islam is something that is wrong, something that should not be allowed, something that you object to. Yeah, go for it.
Is it not true that to have a different opinion isn't the same as telling other people that they shouldn't have or they can't have that opinion?
Absolutely not.
Dang!
What's happening all over was long overdue. We can't let bad behavior slide anymore. The world is watching us. We need to set an example. And the truth is, if we are successful here, if we can work together to stop sexual harassment in the workplace, if we can do that, women will only have to deal with harassment all the time at every other place they go. I've stuffed something in my pants, and you're allowed to feel around on the outside of the pants. You have 10 seconds to then guess what is in my pants. You should use 2 hands. 2 hands. Before, have it. Maybe it would be easier if you put your mouth on it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, which one of the other players on the other team would you say are your biggest competition in this game?
No one, bitch.
Well, you have lost 3 matches in a row, so that kind of makes you the...
You start to judge someone on their surname.
Well, as I said, I don't judge people on their surnames, but certainly I do make a very quick decision based on their first names. And there's a whole bunch of first names that I don't like. I don't like footballers' names. I don't like names after seasons of the year. I don't like geographical location names, celebrity names, things like Apple, things like, you know, Tilly Fizz or Jolly Apple, whatever they've decided to call their crazy.
Poppy.
My child's called Poppy.
Yes.
It's a
Well,
flower.
it's a flower.
A geographical seasonal.
No.
They're not like Latin.
Poppy's quite
You should
funny.
call it to the Latin name for Poppy. That would have been really posh.
Interestingly, though, other people have criticised me for calling her Poppy because they say Poppy's a naughty name.
So
parents do
what
criticise
about
each other.
geographic stuff?
Geographic. Oh, so Brooklyn or London.
Your
or...
child's called India.
Yes, but, you know, that's because she's... It's not related.
Governor, when I said someone else, I'll go back to my dinner. I'm not sitting here crying.
He's not going to cry the whole time.
We can put you on the next slide. What? We can put you on the next slide. No, I can't. I have to. Then you will sit right here and what's your name? What's your name? Right here. What's your name? Tabitha 9766. Thank you, Tabitha. You may not have a job tomorrow. I want this lady to No, I can't. No, I can't, Tabitha. I have to. I apologize. Please, I apologize. All right, I apologize. I have to do this. Thank you, Tabitha. She was screaming at the beginning. I'm not screaming. I'll be quiet now, please. Okay, I'm sorry. I was really stressed out.
Now Perez's name and image have been removed from the council's official website, and she's been placed on a leave of absence.
You may not have a job tomorrow.
Hello.
How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. It's
You
so
good?
good to see you guys.
Hey, you too. Do you think that all jokes in some way are a copy of something that someone said before?
No.
Blacking out is when you drink so much that your brain goes to sleep, but your body gets all Eye of the Tiger and soldiers on.
You don't?
I don't. No, I don't.
And I black out when I drink. Isn't that the worst? No, your mind goes to sleep, but your body's like, tonight is my night.
What do you think about this current thing that they say that you've taken from other people's jokes?
I would never take anyone's joke.
Each time our next guest pays a visit to this show, he risks life and limb, specifically my life and my limbs, to entertain you. He is a beast master. He's handy with a hammer, too. He has a new special called Pet Nation Renovation, premiering Wednesday night on Animal Planet. Please welcome the Canadian Tarzan, Dave Salmoni. What is this? Oh, right.
Okay. Okay, it's just
You already, the animals are out of control.
Hello, everybody.